What's going on, gang? Today I got a treat for you. Gonna do some brim fishing. Water done got high. You see right here. From the storm done pushed the water up. All this running water. I told you about that running water, man. Everything come out and play when that water running. So I'm finna get on these brims. I'm gonna show y'all what these donkeys look like, cause I already know what time it is. The big boy garfish. We gonna make it do what it do. You gonna see firsthand with your boy. Do me a favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, share the video in Messenger, email, however you gotta do it. Check it out, support the channel, man. The more support you get for the channel, the more the channel grow, the more I can move around and do more things, man, and bring y'all content and show you how to catch fish, when to go catch fish, places to catch fish. And if you got anything you want to say, leave a comment down there below and I'll get back to you. But until then, let's get it, dude. Okay, we back. Let me strap up, put the GoPro on heavy. Get it in real quick, man. Like this content real quick, man. Should have probably did this before I got out the car, but it is what it is. I'm fishing. I got about an hour. Let's do it. And what we doing today? Regular cork, basic hook. And we're gonna throw these red worms out here. Let's get it popping. I got a couple worms and some crickets. You know, might need this. Crickets. Got my ice water. Bucket empty. So let's get it, dude. And I'm just using red worms. I know a lot of y'all don't want to touch them worms. You get a little dirty. I hook them right here from the head down. Run that through. Man, I done ran all the way down. Got me breathing hard. Fishing about 2 feet deep. Let's see how long it take to go down before we get it. Oh, that's a fish on there. Oh, there we go. Oh, that was a monster. That was a big boy there. You see, that was a big fish there, baby. That's tight. We need that one to come back. That was a big fish. That was big boy status there. And these brims, bluegills, I know the fish in here because this is usually dirt. But when that water get high, after a storm or something, every year I come down here, hurricane season, when the water's high. Now if you don't have, now I'm getting a bite, now we getting bit. Oh, there we go. There we go. It's a ham. You see that? Ooh, look, ooh, that's a big bluegill. Ooh, wow. You see that? That's what I'm talking about right now. You see how big that is? You see how big that is? Do you see how big? That's a brim right there. That's a bluegill. You see that hand? That's when you know you got them donkeys. That's a donkey right there. Look at the bucket. That's one fish. 2, 3 fish probably cover that bucket. That lets you know they big. Well, I'm glad they in here. I'm glad them fish in here. Now again, I'm only fishing about 2 feet deep. For y'all that don't know, 24 inches. This water running. You can see this water running. You can see them big garfish. See, I don't know. Fish might not be like that because them garfish down there too. But all that movement, some type of, oh, that's a big garfish right there. But all that movement in the water, them fish scattering about, chasing them, you see them little bugs running across? This fish moving all back there. But anywhere you fishing, man, that water get high. And I mean anywhere you fishing, lakes, ponds, the water get high, fish move around. A lot of fish move around. Oh, he was on there. A lot of time fish, watch how fast that is. Now see, I just sat that back down now. Something already messing with it. You see all the minnows? About 1,000 minnows down there. Thousands. I thought he was gonna come back and grab it. It's a lot of garfish in the lake. I see a lot of garfish. I don't know if y'all can see all of them garfish everywhere. And what it is with them garfish, a lot of times, panfish, which is known as brims, shellcrackers, bluegills, they'll eat those garfish eggs. That's another good, oh, already seen that. Look at that, man. Oh, shellcracker. How fat that is. The belly on that joker, man. Look at what they eating out here. Chicken? You see how fat that is? And I'm gonna use that same worm right there. I left my cane pole. We just got here. That's 2 fish. Remember I said I always come out here every year when the water get high. I'm always coming out here because it's a look at all back there, moving them trees and everything. The fish everywhere. Oh, the fish all back up in there, man. This spot right here, man. And I know people gonna find this spot out, so I'm gonna go ahead and tell you where I'm at. I'm at Newman's Lake. Newman's Lake, Gainesville, Florida. Anytime this water get high, the fish go bananas, man. I mean, you come out here with your kids. This is when you bring your kids fishing, man. When you wanna have some fun with your kids and have some fish. I guarantee you come out here, you can catch you a bucket full. You'll make you a mess. You'll make you a big mess. I mean, man. See that? If I had a cane pole, there's some big garfish, man. If I had a cane pole, because I got one that I had them. Let me show you what I mean. All that fish moving over by that tree. Let's see how long it takes. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi, 6 Mississippi, something hit me. 7 Mississippi, 8 Mississippi, 9 Mississippi, 10 Mississippi. Oh man, they done backed off. That was quick. As soon as I threw over the last time, it sunk. But like I said, it's a lot of garfish. They probably spooking them a little bit. See, I'm getting the bite now. There you go. Oh, he was on there. He was on there. Daddy fat sacks. These brims is big. I'm talking about, man, this fish big. Ham dockers. See how the garfish coming messing with the cork? It's like 3 of them right there. If you can see them. Them garfish will come and mess with that cork, man. Sometimes they'll hit that cork, you think a fish on there. But that garfish done got that line. Ain't giving up yet. See, I gotta find out how deep they is. Like I said, I'm about 2 feet. The water ain't that deep at all. But I can tell you them garfish moving in and out, man. Look, they everywhere. They all over the place. They everywhere. Thousands of them. That could slow the fishing down when you get a lot of action going. Everything wanna come check it out and see what's going on, so. I ain't gonna make this video too long. Oh, see, they probably want a fresh worm, man. I done caught 2 fish off that same worm. I'm gonna go ahead and give them some steak and potatoes real quick. Put that worm on like that. Let that hang off right there. While that's hanging off, see how that's moving? That's exactly how it's gonna look to them fish in the water. Now watch how fast they tighten up on that right there. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, something already bumped. Come on, fish. Play with it. There you go. See that? See how all I had to do was bump it real quick. See? Oh man. You see how fast that was? That worm moving. And you know what? I probably don't even have to use a cork out here. So I'm going right there. See, I should have had a cane pole with me. I bump it like that. When you bump it, that move that worm. But see, them garfish all around it, man. That's garfish mammy right there. I might have to move over to get out them garfish way. Okay, so it's 1:30 right now. We're gonna fish to about 2 o'clock. And I'm gonna cut the video. That way I have enough time to go home and shower, get ready to go to work. Start my day all over again. At the last fish we lost, now that was a donkey right there. And when you bounce it, you don't have to bounce. See that? You don't have to. Oh, see, I should have left it down there. You don't have to bounce it so hard. I'm just giving it a little bump. It's in the rain. Dang. See the fish down there. See the yard on there. See he's sitting there. That's what it is. They're sitting on. I don't really have to move it so much. You know what I'm saying? Because the water ain't that deep. Just give y'all a quick vid, man. This and listen, you can catch a lot of times. I catch brims in boats, or dams, lakes, ponds. I'm fishing here right now just because the water high. If the water wasn't high, I would not fish here. You'd be out here all day trying to catch a fish. See that? Oh, fresh worm. See, I'm gonna have to set the hook better on them boys there because they big. I tried to ease it up. See, they biting, baby. They biting. They know they biting, boy. That's a little piece. He might not even hit that just because it's a little piece. So they want the whole thing. Oh. Hey, how you doing? Yeah, they want the whole thing. And I probably shouldn't even be using the whole worm because they biting fast like this. And I mean, this is always when this water high. I ain't talking about sometimes. I'm talking about always when this water high and this running set of water running through here and running all back over there. It's always like that when the water high and running. That might be a small one right there because big fish ain't finna play. He gonna take that and gobble that down. Or maybe I'm just gonna let him take it. And I'm not, you see I'm throwing right in front, I'm probably pitching like 5 or 6 feet. Ah, see, that's what it is, man. They sitting on it. They ain't just chugging it like that. They will. When enough of them get in there, they gonna be dropping that cork because what it is it's gonna be so many fish around trying to get it that they gonna have no choice but to grab it quick and sink it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna start getting them halves in a second. All them garfish in the water, man. Oh, he was on the, you don't see, I'm fishing too deep. That's what it is. I'm too deep, man. That's what it is. They up high. Now look at them two big brims. Them two brims almost got the bottom of that bucket filled. That's how big them donkeys is, man. When anytime you get a storm, and I'm talking about salt water too. Saltwater fish gonna bite if you there. If the fish there, they gonna bite. Brim's gonna bite if they there, but sometimes them brims won't bite. You can go freshwater fishing like this and get skunked sometimes. Be fishing all day. So what I did was I brought that cork up some. That way that line won't sit on the bottom and they can just sit there and eat it like they was just doing. I'll show you what I mean. I put a slip cork on. And I'm gonna show you how to tie a slip cork, man, because I know a lot of people don't know how to tie a slip cork. And that's when you use that bobber stopper. That's what that is, a bobber stopper. You put that ball on there, and that way that cork won't go past that right there. But I'm gonna show you how to do that. A lot of people can't do it. It's easy though. I ain't gonna say, I know a lot of people can't do it, but if you've never been introduced to that, you won't know how to do that. You know, I remember my first time, somebody kept saying slip cord. I was like, I don't even know what that is. I ain't never even heard of that. There you go. Oh, come on, baby. You got a ball. I like the other ones with the balls on them. Just a regular like black ball that you just kind of put that on. Like I'm gonna show you that in another video. I'll do a tutorial on just how to tie that. As a matter of fact, I think I got a video with that. But these them donkeys. I'm gonna give them a second when they get it, man, so they can get the whole worm back. Oh, see what I'm saying? He biting. I'm gonna leave that little piece on there. They hungry, they gonna get it. See that already? See, oh, see, dang. I left that little piece on. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna give them a little piece. That way they ain't gonna eat the whole worm. See that? That's what I did. Gave them that little piece. Look at that. Ooh, look at that fat donkey rat. That's a donkey. That's a donkey. You see that? Ooh, clean too. That's a clean fish. You see that? Gotta clean that fish. Now that's a brim. You hear people talk about two-hand brims? I'm gonna show you what they mean. That's a pan fish. That means you can sit that one fish in the pan by himself and cook him. Now you get sometimes way bigger than that. And that's them hog, that's the hog life. As you can see right there, man. Look how big and pretty that fish is. That clean water. Look how big that is, man. Now you wanna say two hands? Well, some people be like two hands like this. They just like this. So you see for yourself, this fish bite, I can't even tell you how big it is. Okay, well, I'm gonna show you. You've seen in my other videos with the sheep heads, you know across the top of the bucket is 12 inches. So now, I don't know if you can see it like that. So 12 inches is bucket to bucket. So that's well over 6. That's about 10 easy. Same little piece. When they biting like that, they gonna take them little pieces all day. Watch what I mean. They ain't got no choice. The rain coming now, man. Dang. They ain't got no umbrella. What you can do when you waiting like this on a bite, you can pop that cork like that right there. So when you pop that cork, a lot of fish will hit it then. But see, I don't know if you can see them big garfish. I'm talking about, man. I know some of them about 20 inches, man. Big garfish. You see all them fish jumping and moving around? That's because there's a lot of fish in this little area right here. But I'm telling you, you ever come, there you go. You know what I'm saying? That's a donkey. You see that? That's a donkey. Look at that. Look how big that. That's a big bluegill. That's a donkey. Again, that's a copperhead blue. You see how big? Look at that. See how big that is, man? Now that's 12 inches right there. Look at that. He up to my tattoo. That's 12 inches right there. That's a donkey. And again, that same little piece. I ain't gonna give him the whole thing yet. see that rain falling. But I'm gonna tell you something else, man. For y'all that probably don't know, brims, shellcrackers, blue gills, red eels. Shellcrackers is the same thing as a red eel. Some people call them red eels. Some people call them shellcrackers. Some people call them sunfish. Same fish. I don't know where these people came up with all these names, but a shellcracker has a type of gill and a shellcracker in his mouth where he get the name shellcracker from, to crack shells. And then you have, there's a lot of fish jumping on the side right here. And what happens is they find them in oyster beds sometime, man, certain lakes. You find them, bed it up. I don't know where these fish here came from. These some donkeys, you hear me? I mean some donkeys. I got some beef jerky chew in my mouth right now. You see me spitting. I get that beef jerky when I go fishing, and I spit that. Keep that salt in my body, because you be done sweated all your salt out here. Anywhere really when it's hot like this. And that's another thing you catch brim. You catch them when it's real hot. I wonder if them bass over there. See all that, the trees and stuff moving? I don't know if y'all can see that. See my cork moving, but it's a garfish on it. Now that's a fish. But it was a garfish on there pulling that line and making that cork move like that. And there's so many of them piled up. That's what probably slowing the process up right now. But they gonna bite. That's one thing I know about this spot. When the water get high, man. There you go. It's a donkey. Another donkey. Look at that. You seen all the fish moving after I pulled that up? Look at that. This old big black shellcracker. He been somewhere ducked off in the cut. Look how fat that fish is, man. See my hands? See how fat that is? Big boy's bumping, man. Let's get it. Let's get it. I want to see some speck. Gotta be some specks running up in here too in these trees. See, you got a cane pole. That's gonna be my dilemma right now. A cane pole, you can reach out to them spots. You know, get your 10, 12, 13 foot cane pole. Sometimes people get 17s. You can stretch that cane pole out in these little cuts and fish by these trees. Like I'm throwing a little reel right here. That's because it's not a real big area. But at the same time, if I can get in some of them cuts, I can probably drop down by that tree and he'll probably pick it up as soon as it get down there. But the garfish ain't just gonna be sitting on the trees like that. Let me see if I can show you what I mean. I'm gonna see this right here. Right by that tree. Let's see how fast. See, I can't even stop the line. But if I had a cane pole, I could stop that line and just have it sitting right there. See, there's hundreds of garfish down here, man. You see all the garfish? I don't know if you see them. They're everywhere. And that's because they're running water. Them fish know when they're running water, that bait gonna be running, getting pushed by the water. See what I'm saying? The water will push the fish because it's gonna push the bait. And once it pushes that bait, the fish will be waiting in the calm areas. Like you see what I'm throwing, it's a little bit calm and the water's running down straight through here. And that'll slow it up. So if that bait gets slowed up over here, grass shrimp and crickets, them little water bugs you see running across the water, the fish love that, man. They sit right there and just eat all that. It's probably what, you know, the fish fat, man. I mean, look, them fishes, them brims. You know, you catch brims sometimes. When you catching them big brims, them donkeys like that, you don't find fish like that all the time. You'll find them, but you won't find them that big all the time. You'll find some probably came off the bed. They be real big, but they be skinny. Right now, you can tell these fish, oh man, took it. You can tell these fish are healthy. They're a little more healthy than the normal. I seen the dude walking. I don't even know where he came from. And like I say, a lot of times, I ain't gonna sit here and record 50 fish. I'm just showing you where you can catch them at in Gainesville and other places that's like this. Yeah, you on the, you'll wear them fish out, man. I'm weighing them out right now. But getting y'all some content, man. I know nobody don't want to sit up here and watch 50 fish. That's why I say I'm gonna leave at 2 o'clock. You see, it's almost 1:45. It's about 1:37 right now. And I ain't got no more beef jerky after this, so I'm gonna have to plan for tomorrow. Make a part 2 video. You know what I'm saying? Give y'all some more content to look at. Watch these donkeys. And I'm gonna show you how to tie them corks on. Oh yeah, he on there. Seen that? Yeah, I waited because I seen how he hit it. Look at that. Big boy bluegill. Oh perk. Oh perk. Some big fish, man. I'm talking about some big fish. I don't know where they came from, but thank God they came. You feel me? Thank God they came. Let's see if we can get another one. Cause I know this fish fry. Oh, there you go. I'm gonna let him sit. See though? He already on there. Boom. Oh, I pulled it out of his mouth. You want to use a small hook. I use true turns a lot. True turns, guy put me on the true turns a long time ago, man. And I've been using them ever since. And I'm gonna tell you, when I learned how to brim fish, Brian Lewis, Mario Wilson, R.I.P. to Mario, Brian Lewis, and Marcus Branch. I was catching brims, but I wasn't fishing back then like that when I was a jit. I was fishing saltwater, and I wasn't as good. You know, I had to develop a lot of things and get my motor skills together to where I am today. And I got to thank the people that was around me, man, and my dad. My mom used to go fishing also, but the people that kind of instilled me with that and those skills. I just watched everybody sometimes when I was young. Something blowing up over there. But anyway, I ain't trying to talk your head off. But I got to give a shout out to them guys, man. Brian Lewis, Marcus Branch. We used to fish every day in high school for brims. I mean, when football season was out, they still was going, but I started going more after that. I mean, one year I was on the track team, and I quit the track team because I wanted to go fishing every day with them. You know you love fishing when you do something like that. Oh man, I feel like a damn fool like here talking to myself though. But we gonna do what it do. That's why I say, man, I gotta get used to talking to this camera, man. I'm gonna have to give y'all a different angle also. I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do. I got a bunch of crickets. I got 100 crickets, and I'm gonna throw them out here in the water and just chum it up. And I'm gonna bring the fish more to me instead of me. Let me see what's over in that hole. Oh man, don't do that. Don't do it. Don't do it. When you hear me say don't do it, that means my line done got caught up or something. You know what I'm saying? Oh, now you seen that? Now I don't know what that was, but that was big. Like I say, it could be them garfish turning over too though. But them like, anytime fish throw water, like it spit water, sometimes those are bass. Like you see them garfish popping things. Yeah, that's another one, y'all. Yeah, don't do me like that. Tangle me up like that, baby. I bet you if I drop this camera in this water. And you know what? Let me know, man, if y'all like the underwater shots, man. I can't get in the water all the time. Like I say, I ain't scared, but I ain't finna be by myself. I done seen too many people have accidents by themselves, so that's why I ain't really been in the river like that and speared nothing by myself. I'm gonna get with some guys, man, that's about that life, you know. You gotta respect that water. That's one thing I know for a fact. You gotta respect the water, man. Fresh water or salt water. Can't really like out here. I've been out here before. I done seen some big gators in here. If you seen one of the video I had on Instagram, that alligator, we got that out of here. That was caught out here in this water. Not this spot, but the same water. This water here runs through this, under that bridge, all the way back there to the big lake. So that's what's going on. These fish are washing in because the water's so high. That water runs. Water's still up, it has to run out somewhere. So this like a canal part that run through here under this bridge and goes out on the other side over there. So there's probably fish all out here right now. It's just I'm the only one out here that probably know right now or took that chance. Or then people might be catching them other places and they ain't had no reason to come here. But I know what I do. When the water get high and it's running, you can find me here. You can believe that. I don't know. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna tell you why he ain't biting. Because that worm ain't hanging off. Now watch, see how that's hanging off? Now watch now. You see still a lot of movement. Movement everywhere. Now it's hanging off. Something should take advantage of that moment. Okay. Let's see. Give us a bite. Come on. That's the pop. And I see sometimes you gotta pop it, but that might attract the golf. I see garfish everywhere. They probably, and the water's not that deep. So that's probably keeping the fish from getting to it. Let me see. You know what? I'm gonna do something else. I'm gonna drop the line down a little bit more also. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna drop the line down a little bit more. About 6 inches again. That way it can kind of sit on that bottom. We're gonna see if that helps us out. There you go. What I said. See? You see what I'm saying? I sat it on. Oh, that's a nice one. That's a nice one. Come here, donkey. That's a, ooh, that is fat sacks. That is fat sacks. Now, you see what I'm saying? You seen what I did? I dropped it down on the bottom so he can just pick it off the bottom. And that's what he did. So now, I got that cork on. I probably don't even need that cork. But that's what I got on there. I just dropped that down. Probably about 6 inches, I think I said. And he picked it right up. So let's see if that's the problem. Yep, that was the problem. That was the problem. Oh, that's a donkey there. See how he went there? They gotta be a catfish. I was about to see. Now that's probably why the fish ain't biting. That's another thing. How you doing, man? All right now. That's what I didn't want to see. Catfish, all right, but I don't mess with these speckled catfish. If I eat a catfish, it'll be a channel cat or something. If you know anything about them channel cats, man, them channel cats, one of the best catfish out there. Y'all in the store buying them catfish, getting them catfish. That's why I'm on the bottom now, so that catfish is feeding off the bottom. Catfish, see, I'm getting a bite already. Catfish will feed off that bottom. Now you see how that garfish on that line? Right there, the cork, and he's making the move. See how he hit it? A lot of times them don't be bites. A lot of times it be them garfish messing with that line. This stuff, man, it gotta be bass, man. It's all on the bank over there. It's a bunch of fish running in here right now, man. Yeah, getting them already. Oh, it's on now. See, they on the bottom. That's what it was, man. So if you ever fishing freshwater and you're not getting no bites, and you got a cork, sometimes take that cork off. They don't want that cork all the time. And when you do have a cork, you got to make sure you got the right depth. See, it's on there already. Oh, you let it go. When it's on the bottom, you don't need a cork. You can just fish tight line sometimes. See that? See how he was on there? On the bottom. See what I'm saying? That's a big shellcracker. I can feel him. Anytime that fish running, look at that. Ooh, ooh. Boy, these boys, they're gonna fry up good. We eating good, baby. We gonna eat good, baby. He gonna eat good. Look at that. And it's one. There you go. He already on there. See what I'm saying? On the bottom. That's where they were. They on the bottom. That's why I dropped that cork just to check. So you can see for yourself. Man, look how fat that is, man. Look how fat. Man, come on. I mean, ain't no. Look at that. The bucket filling up. And I don't even have 50 fish. See, them fish right there is 50 a day. 50 a day per person. I got 1 cup of worms. But you see I'm using the same one. Look, he back on there. See? On that bottom. On that bottom. Hey, on that, thank you, Lord. I can't say nothing but thank you, Lord, man. It's a blessing at the same time. And like I say, man, it's definitely a blessing to be able to come out here right now. And I know once people see this video, they're gonna know where I'm at. So I might not post this for about 2-3 weeks. That depends. So I'm gonna show you the head of the worm. Let me show you real quick. See this? See that ring right there? That ring? See if I see that ring on it? That's how you know that's the head. Now worms got 7 hearts, I think. 7 hearts. This worm. This is a red worm, but it's a glowworm. And the reason why they call it glowworms is because they have a green fluid. Look at that. Something shaking all them trees. There's gotta be some big trees. Now look at the trees shaking. See that? I don't know if y'all can see that. And these fish, now they biting back to back. You know why? Because I went to the bottom. Pork is still up top. See, he already on there. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? It's your boy now. I'm gonna put you on game now. This is your boy. Look how big, man. Look how big he is. Come on, man. Come on, baby. Gainesville's best. I ain't saying I'm Gainesville's best fisherman, but talking about the fish. Gainesville, Florida, man. I gotta get Gainesville. I'm from Cocoa, but I gotta get to Gainesville. One thing they got down here, Gainesville and Palatka, some big brims. Again, here we go. Back. And it's on the bottom now. Let's see. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi. See, you already moving. 5 Mississippi. You already on there. So you probably been on there. Let it go. See what I'm saying? Do it again. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi. Oh, I think you already on there. 5 Mississippi. There you go. See how fast you grab that? So I'm usually in a boat catching brims, but sometimes, like I say, when that water high, man. That was him. That was him right there. He popped it. Man. And look, I'm by myself. Now tomorrow, next day, if I tell somebody, they gonna tell the whole city. There's gonna be another video, watch. I'm the only one out here right now. When they get a whiff or a word or somebody see my car down here, they gonna, man, hey man, he gotta be catching fish. He got to. Yeah, you already on there. Look at that. Fish on, fish on. Oh, that's a nice one. That's a nice one. That's a nice one. Nice, just like the rest of them. Again, man, shout out to the people that helped me along my way, man, fishing. Teaching me stuff, man. Because if you ain't introduced to certain things in life, man, you ain't gonna be up on it. And that's anything you do in life. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna, I wouldn't know how to sell no house because I ain't in the real estate. So that ain't my field. If you follow what I'm saying. But I can tell you how to get these fish though. Let go. But I can tell you how to catch these fish. Because again, the water high and it's pushing. That's what brings it. Now water get high, them fish can move around more. They can go in places they ain't been in a while. Or when you get that water like that, that starts to, is he on there? Yeah, he on there. You know? Oh, that's a nice one there. See, that's a shellcracker running like that. And brims, they'll run, but they ain't gonna be running like them shellcrackers. Them shellcrackers will pop your line. You see what I'm using? I'm using old Walmart Trusty. Old Razor. Mustad. I think they had these on a short sale because I ain't been able to find them more. I think this reel was like $24.99 at Walmart. 8-pound test line on it. Light line. And I use light line brim fishing because you can throw further. And they ain't popping no line like that. They will, but not right now. Oh, I pulled it right out of his mouth. But I got like 10 more minutes, man. And I have to go get ready for work, take me a shower. I really just came out here to get y'all some content, man, because I figured I was going to catch stripers. It used to be stripers in this water. And the boys caught them all, man. They done wore them out, He was eating it on the bottom. I like catching them stripers, man. You get them big stripers, big. I'm talking about 20, 30, 40, 50 inches. I've seen some 50 inches caught. I ain't never caught none that big. But on the beach, different places, man, they catch them big boy stripers. Uh-oh, he took it. He on there. Oh, there you go. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, I can see he can catch 50 in no time. I probably got 15, 20 right now. The whole time I've been sitting up here talking. Fish down here, man. Fish down here. Boy, them fish down here, man. I can't even be mad on that. I don't care. If I come tomorrow and I don't catch nothing, I'm good. I'm okay. But right now, whew, once I get my limit, man, I'm done. I don't try to overdo it or nothing like that, man. I ain't trying to get no damn ticket or nothing like that. So get my 50 and go. I don't even need 50. I got matter of fact, what's so crazy, I just told my dad, if I catch some, I just bring them to you this weekend. And I just pulled up because I told him, I said, man, when that water get high, I wish he could come up here. But I know he ain't finna. Now he'll sit out here and catch 50. And he the type that'll sit all day. He don't care what spot he in. As long as they biting and he got something to do, he gonna do it. But he'll love this. And then he might get tired because he catches so many might want to catch something different. But like I say, man, you know anything about them brims and how good they is? You know what? I'm gonna have to do another catch and cook. Catch, clean, cook. There it is. And I'm gonna tell you, I'm using worms, but you can use grass shrimp. They might not bite crickets all the time, not those shellcrackers. The shellcrackers gonna bite that grass shrimp and that worm. They'll hit crickets sometimes. And anything hungry is gonna eat, you know what I'm saying? So, like I said, let's just look it up. Look it up. Oh! That was nice size. All these fish running nice size, man. These real donkeys, man. I'm kind of like tripped out. The size. I done caught, like I say, I'll say 2021 right here in this hole. I've been here the last 4 years in this hole. Every time hurricane season comes. This is the year they've been the biggest I've seen. I done caught a lot of nice size ones. I mean, they big brims, but they not big and fat like these right here. These fish here, man, look at here. I'm talking, you seeing it for yourself. I got that bucket halfway full, and I just been talking and fishing. And I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna catch 2 more, and I'm gonna get out of here. Cause it's 1:58, and I said I'm gonna leave at 2 o'clock. So you see how fast I did that? I said I was gonna leave at 2 o'clock. I think I've been, what, 35, 45 minutes fishing? Look it up. Come here, baby. Don't go that way. That's a big shellcracker there. See how he's in there, big black. Look at, see, you got that tent. how you know it's a glowworm. See how you got that green coming off him? That's that chartreuse color. So if you hear somebody say chartreuse, it's like a lime green color. Nothing spectacular about that. That's just a lime green color. And I didn't know it first when I first found out. There you go. Oh, oh man, he took it. Let me catch one more and I'm out of here, man. I'm gonna wrap it up after that. I got enough to clean right now, so I might, you know, look at that. I still got one couple worms. Back in the water. Let's see. You already on the. What I say? That thing just hit the water. Seen that for yourself. Little donkeys, man. Donkeys, bro. These fish so big, you can eat one fish and be good with one fish. I gotta get one more. I got to. And I gotta count them, see how many I got. I know I ain't got none but a couple worms left, but I always just count my fish anyway just to know what I got. Like I said, I don't have a counter on me. I usually have a little clipper. Tighten me up. There you go. Oh, let it go. Let's see how fast. Just hit the water already on it. Look at that. Oh, that was a garfish. I seen it. But you see, man, next video, man, I got a sheephead black drum video coming. I got a couple things in store, man. Can't drop them all at once. Gotta have some content, you know what I'm saying?